a fight, a rematch, 8 years, almost 8 years, 7.5 to be exact, in the making. Can't wait for it. Can't wait to talk to her about it. Here she is, Thug Rose in the house. Thug Knows once again with Thug Rose. Hello, Rose. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Great to talk to you as always. Thank you for doing. Look at that. Look at that flex with all the trophies in back of you. That subtle flex back there. Just I want a few trophies in my life.
I know the lighting was stupid that direction. Normally it's like that way, but yeah, I wasn't even trying.
No, it's good. It's good. I like it. You're sitting back on the lazy boy. You're chilling. Life is good. You're the queen.
I was a lazy boy.
Is it a lazy boy? It looks like one.
I know. I just got it.
Oh, is it great? It's always been one of my dreams to have a lazy boy. I've never had one, but they look incredibly comfortable.
Yeah, they're pretty awesome. I always like drive past it whenever we're going down that road or whatever, and I always thought like, dang, like I should try one of those, and they're pretty awesome.
Well done. The perks of being the champ. Well done. So this is very exciting. Finally, 7.5 years later. What took so long to make this fight, Rose? Why was it such an ordeal?
I don't know. I mean, I think everything kind of just, I've learned in life, like as I've gotten older, that everything just takes a lot longer than you expect it to take. So, I just gotta stay patient, and here we are,
Were you ready to return sooner?
Originally, yeah. And then like for a moment, I kind of like started to do something else. I went down, I just like figured, well, maybe I'm going to fight in the summertime. And then I started doing like, I was going to start a Earthship build. And then like the first day into it, I got the call and I was like, dang.
Oh no.
But I was training the whole time. So it was just one of those things where it was kind of like a nice little teaser to, for something to look forward to whenever I'm done with all this.
And where was the Earthship build going to be taking place?
It was going to be in Taos, New Mexico.
Okay, wow. Was that's not the same one that my guy Pat McAfee donated all that money to, right? That's a different one. That was in Haiti, correct?
That one is in Haiti, and
okay.
They are. I think they like kind of go back and forth between that, and there's just like a lot of political stuff going on. I think, or like, I don't even know if it's political stuff as much as it is just like uncertainty and stuff. So, but I think they are going back in May, I believe. But don't quote me on that.
Okay, fair enough. So you are fighting in May 7th, and once again on another card with another great Trevor Whitman fighter, Justin Gaethje. Is this like now the thing? Like, are you guys actually demanding that you be on the same card together so it's easier for your coach?
No, actually, just kind of the way that it worked out. It was weird because, I actually had a dream that we were on the same card, and then it just like ended up happening.
Wow.
But no, after watching Gaethje fight the last time, I was like, dang, I never want to fight before Gaethje or after Gaethje, but I think he's fighting after me because like, I don't know. He just, usually when I'm in the locker room, I don't like, I'll take a peek at the fights and what's going on, but I kind of had to just sit and watch his like all the way through because it's too captivating.
Yeah. Well, it was kind of draining, right? To watch his fight and how crazy that fight against Chandler was and then get ready for yours.
Yeah, and it was cool. I mean, it was draining, but equally as like, motivating too. It totally, oh, wait, hold on. Something happened with my computer. It totally like shifted the energy in the arena. Like you could just tell it was like, ooh. Yeah, I'm good. I'm back. Yeah, you could just tell like, ooh, something. It was like spooky or haunting. I don't know. It was crazy.
And so, will there be, because you'll be co-main, he'll be main, and so Trevor will just go back to back?
Yeah.
Okay, so there won't be an issue there because I know last time it was 3 fights and they had to put Justin first, so at least he had time. But back to back, no problem for Trevor.
Yeah, I think with 3 that was a bit much because with me it's I think it's a little bit easier because we do have Pat. I just have Pat, Trevor. I mean Pat, Chico, and Greg also. So I mean so we kind of all like balance each other out pretty well. Whereas like if, So it's all good.
When I use this word, I don't mean it in a negative way, but for you, this particular fight, this particular matchup, would it be fair to say that it's personal? Not personal because you don't like Carla, like you have a grudge, but because of, what it represented back in 2014 and how different you were back then, the evolution of Rose. Like, is this one that you had to get back at some point?
I mean, yeah, I know what you mean. And yeah, there's definitely always that ego that's kind of sitting quietly in the background, like, I gotta get that one back. But so yes, but I feel like every fight is a personal fight. It's business, but it's also like personal business. I mean, you're literally like, it's a fight. So yeah, it's going to get personal. Feelings are going to come up and you just got to control your emotions. So yeah, with this fight, there's history and there's things that happen and I know her. And but at the same time, I only know her so much, so it's still a fight that I got to get ready for. And I got to protect myself at all times and be the champion that I am.
When's the last time you watched that first fight? December of 2014.
So the UFC camera crew was here, like, I want to say like last week or something like that. And, they wanted, we ended up watching it,
Yeah.
And they wanted to get my reaction to it. So that was the last time, but, I've watched it a few times, throughout the years. And well, I watched it after that fight happened, kind of recent, like, or fairly close to it happening. And then maybe a few years would go by and I'd maybe watch it for some other reason. And then I didn't really watch it for a while until, one of the, like, basically until, my radar was, oh, okay, Carla could be next.
Right. Hard for you to watch?
It's funny, like, it really, like, up until recently, it's always just like like it's not even that I did bad. It's just like, just that time in my life was so, weird and crazy. So, and then just being kind of immature and stuff, it's hard to watch myself at that moment. But now, the last time I watched it, I definitely like had a new pair of eyes and I actually seen a lot of good things that I was doing. And, I'm more at peace with the things that I didn't do well. So it was a lot easier this last time.
You said that that time in your life was a little weird and crazy. What do you mean by that?
Just coming off the Ultimate Fighter and not really being used to the attention and stuff and not really knowing how to handle it. And then, I don't know. It's just, just like family stuff, like personal things. I moved to Colorado right after the show. Or no, wait, was it that after the show? No, I can't remember. I just know there was a lot of stuff going on, but I do know that it was mainly all the attention and like media. And I remember flying in and out of town a bunch, going to the tough talk stuff, and just a lot of.
You were so young. It's crazy to go back and look at the photos of that fight. You look so young. You look like a kid in that fight, and it was 8 years ago. So a lot has happened. But in retrospect, like, do you think it happened a little too soon? Main event, title fight? No.
I wouldn't go back and change anything for nothing. Like that fight was the best thing that probably happened to me in my whole career. I mean, there's other all of my losses have done wonders for me, but that one in particular, definitely, it was a lot of information that I that I downloaded.
In terms of fighting on a big stage, like what kind of stuff did you take away from that? Like how could a loss be one of the best things to happen to you?
Well, because I just I think it was not just for me, but for like my whole team and everybody, like training wise, game plan, strategy wise, how to prepare for a fight, how to what it is that I need to be doing as a professional, like. Had I won that fight, I probably, who knows where I would be. I would I mean, I was going to be the youngest champion, like younger than John Jones. And, you know, yeah. And not to like, I would have definitely, how should I say this? Not definitely, but I can only imagine that with winning a fight like that at that point in my life, I probably would have crashed a few cars or been doing, I don't know, all kinds of bad things, or just it would have been, my life would have probably been way more out of control.
With all due respect.
Yeah, Joanna would have probably whooped my.
Yeah, because that happened like 3 months later, that fight. But with all due respect, knowing you a little bit, I feel like you weren't going to be crashing cars and partying and doing all kinds of crazy stuff.
At that time, I probably would have, but
really
I'm different now.
You were like that?
Yeah.
You had a period like that?
Yeah, I was a rebellious kid for sure.
Really?
You know?
I feel like we've never heard this.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Like without getting into too much detail, I mean, I've been a partier since I was, really young, and then I don't do that no more.
When did you stop?
Huh?
When did you stop? Why did you stop?
Why did I stop? Well, it just got really dangerous, you have a couple, I had a few different wake up calls, but you get out of a situation, you go, wow, like I could have died, or somebody else could have died, or, really bad stuff. So, you get fortunate enough to, like, not everybody's fortunate enough to have that moment of clarity to be like, okay, I need to stop, messing around here, because not only is like my life in danger, but, other people's, as well. So, that's the thing, is like, I didn't really have at that point in my life. I mean, I was, without, I guess, getting too much detail, but I, since I was like 13 years old, I was drinking, like, and doing all kinds of stuff. So and then I stopped. I want to say the last time that I really had a hard, like, drink or whatever was, let me think about it. My last amateur fight, and then I got like super super wasted. I woke up the next morning and there was like, kind of, just, I was just fighting. I was like, oh my gosh, I could have got hurt.
Wow.
I gotta stop doing this. But I mean, there were still other moments in my life where, like, since then, where I had other wake up calls and stuff. But God's been really good to me. He's given me, so many, I have angels around me. So, and now it's like I always am praying, always pray for protection, and try to just, live my life as right as possible, because I know if you just do everything right, God will bless you, and God will keep you,
You know that emoji, like, with the fire where it's like the guy's head's exploding? That's what I feel like I am right now. Like, I've interviewed you now like 100 times. I never knew really this side of you. And
oh, you thought I was like some goody two shoes or something?
I mean, they call you Thug Rose, so I mean, to a certain extent. But yes, I didn't know about the drinking at 13 and what you just described. That's wild stuff. Wow.
Yeah. No, I got yeah. I mean, as much as I am, like, I have definitely multiple facets to my personality, but like the fighter side, that, that ego or whatever that is, that makes a fighter a fighter. I think every fighter kind of deals, maybe not every fighter, but most fighters deal with that, the wilder side inside of them that they gotta, kind of tame, or, get rid of, or like submit yourself to a higher power. And that is what kind of keeps me in check. But otherwise, yeah. I mean, if you don't have anything to lose in life, then yeah, you're just gonna waste it away.
So if you have like that kind of upbringing, it seems like you could go either two ways in life, right? Like, you could go down a really bad path. You could go down the path that you ended up in. How close do you think, like, do you ever think about how close you were to making that, left turn, or that, you know what I mean?
I think in my life, I've probably been, I've been like this, you know what I mean? And then sometimes I'm like, whoa, let me pull it back. And now I'm for this, I would say since becoming the champion, I've been like, you know, like this, maybe.
Wow.
Oh, but you gotta have fun too. You can't just, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, not enjoy yourself. I mean, maybe it is for some people, it is living like a monk. And I try to be as, you know, like live as righteously as possible, as much as my, you know, imperfect self can allow myself to be. But I definitely am like way more disciplined, way more consistent, and super just, yeah, way better, way happier too. And not just like I make myself do this, but I don't want to do that dumb shit no more. Like I want to be a bad person. I want to try to be good, you know?
So now that like the second title reign is in full swing, massive difference in the way you live your life as champion this time as opposed to the first time?
Yeah. Yeah. I go to practice. And I don't just go to practice because there's a fight. You know, I just love martial arts. I love doing it. Which is funny because like, you know, when I was younger, that was the thing. And I would still, in moments of my life where I wasn't like that, you know, I was still a martial artist, but I was just a little crazy. Whereas now I just love training. I love other things in life, but I'm always going to be a martial artist.
Wow. So what your first title reign, how long would you go in between practices? Like, would you go weeks without going to the gym?
Oh, I'm sorry. You were comparing it to the first title reign?
Yeah. What did you think I was saying?
Oh, my bad. Okay. I'm sorry. No, I was, okay. Say that. What was the question?
Well, because you said like the difference is you go to practice now, right? So when were you,
okay.
Like how long were you going without going to practice?
So that's not true. Okay. So my first title reign, so the difference between the first title reign and now is, I am, I think just more grateful, way more, aware of, you know, what it is that I'm doing and how to do it and how to just make my dreams come true, you know, instead of just sort of like kind of blind leading the blind. Like I think I'm just more, more solid in life, and I'm super grateful for everything. I think there's moments of, I think just being able to see through, solve problems easier and deal with distractions better and stuff like that. So, yeah.
You're very good in rematches historically.
Yes.
But you've had a few where it's like you won and then you have to do it again and win. Do you feel that same sort of confidence going to this one, even though you're coming off a loss to Carla? You have historically leveled up in the rematch. You have come out on top. Do you feel that same sort of confidence this time around?
It's sort of, yeah. The confidence comes from, like, you know, history does repeat itself. However, history repeats itself in the sense that the reason that I win those rematches, or at least a good, you know, contributing factor in it, is that I turn the page and I know it's a new fight, and I take what I've learned from it, but I keep moving forward and I still stay present. And I also, you know that my opponent is capable of anything. So with that being said, it's like I have to go through those same thought patterns and mental, just, I guess, the thought patterns and stuff of like, I have to fully respect everything that Carla brings to the table, which I do. And so going through that process, like you kind of like, the confidence is there, but it has nothing to do with like my preparation right now. That's more so later, like when everything is said and done. And I'm like, okay, I've beaten her, and I've, you know, been successful in all my rematches. That's later. Like right now, it's all about preparation. It's all about, I don't care what kind of confidence I have right now. I just have to do the things and make sure that I'm ready.
Did you see this tattoo artist that made this tattoo of you with like the blood and stuff? Have you seen this picture?
Yeah, I think Pat sent it to me. That was amazing.
It's incredible. The detail's incredible. We're showing a picture of it right now. But like a lot of people hated on it. A lot of people thought it was disrespectful. Yeah. What did you think of it?
I thought it was amazing because, I mean, I don't know. I probably have to like look at the picture again, but for me, what I thought was like instantly, when I think of like when people do portraits of people and tattoos, I always think that's kind of weird, unless if it's like a relative or something.
Yeah.
But when I saw that, I was like, wow, that to me was something else. Like it wasn't just like a portrait of me. That was like a whole story in that tattoo. Like just that moment, like that time, like it was just so very, I hate to say epic, but it was epic.
Yeah. Does that blow you away though, that someone would want your face on their body for life? How do you feel about that?
I think it's, I think it's cool. I think it's definitely never would have, considered it in my life. Like that would be something that would happen one day. But yeah, I guess, it's not a bad face to have on your body is all I'm saying.
You said it. It's just, I mean, I would imagine somewhat surreal for someone to then be immortalized like that.
It's so crazy. Just like even the reactions that I get from certain people, like over time, I've noticed that people are genuinely just being very genuine and super excited to see me or to meet me. And that is, it's been really cool to notice that and to like appreciate that and to really take it all in at this point in my life.
There's something there. I mean, I think was it Wiz Khalifa? Someone made a song named after you, right? Someone famous made a song, right?
Really?
Yes.
Oh no. I think I don't know if you're thinking of the tweet that Lil Wayne made.
Lil Wayne,
like
yes.
He has yet to make it.
He has yet to make it. Still, him wanting to make it, like him being inspired by you to make it, is almost just as good, right? It's a crazy thing. What a life you have.
Huh?
What a life.
Hey, I'm living it. I'm living. I know it's crazy, Ariel. I'm like, I'm realizing that I can literally just like as long as I do my part and as long as I want, what is in God's plan for me and being connected with that, there's really nothing that I can't make possible, And so I'm really in a position in my life where it's like everything's happening the way that like I like write it down and then it's like, I keep working. And then it's like, dang, like, I don't think it's possible. Or there's times of doubt. And then it's just like, and then sometimes I'll even just give up on it. And then all of a sudden, boom, it just happens. And I'm like, whoa, what the heck? But it's like, because I put in that work and I've done all the things. And then it's like, things just take a lot longer than you think, but they do happen, and you just got to keep grinding.
I see the piano in back of you over there. You still playing? Do you use the piano? Yeah.
I am, but so I'm finally getting back to it. I took a couple month break from playing. And so I want to learn, the next song I want to learn is Spring Waltz by, I think it's Chopin, but at the same time, I think it's like a unknown composer, but I think they guessed that it's Chopin. So that's my next song.
Why that one?
My grandma likes that song, and because it's spring right now.
That is true. Dare I ask for a little preview, or is that a little presumptuous? I mean, it's.
I could give it a shot.
Oh, here, yes, this is incredible.
Hitting all the notes in this interview.
Yes, well, that's how we like to do it. Here it is, special concert.
Yeah, let me see. Let's set up my music.
Oh, this is great.
Yeah. I'll just play like maybe like the first little page or something.
Okay, let's do it.
1 and 2. Okay.
This is incredible. What an honor. Thank you. Here she is.
I gotta get my performance chops up. So.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing.
Shit. Sorry, my fingers are like not warmed up right now.
That was amazing. That was incredible. It gave me chills. Wow. And how long have you been working on that? For just like a little while?
Just like for like yeah, well, so I just started practicing like the other day, but I learned like almost the whole song like 2 months ago. Not the whole thing, but I kind of like, got the basic, outline of it. And then I put it down for a few months, and then I just picked it back up like 2 days ago or something like that. So
Unbelievable. Well done. Well done. What an honor.
I was like, ooh, I can't do it right now.
No. That's good. I would love to see it. Would you ever do a concert? Is that your type of thing? Like to ever do it? I mean, you'd want to do it?
I could do a concert. I mean, I definitely, I used to do concerts all the time in high school.
Do that.
So it would be cool. It's definitely something you got to prepare for. And like, it's a lot, but,
favorite song to play?
Favorite song? So it would probably be like my go-to would be Fantasy Impromptu by Chopin.
Okay.
It's a really hard song, but I've learned it already. And so it's just like kind of easy for me to just like, do it whenever.
My favorite song is Pachbel, Canon and D. Dun, dun,
yeah,
dun,
Canon
dun.
and D. Yeah.
I'm sure you could play that.
Those are really good. I gotta get more like a wider range of repertoire, because I'm always like with Chopin, but it's like Chopin's awesome. So
legend.
But I do gotta get into some Bach or Beethoven or something like that.
You're prolific. Many layers to you. We learned of some of these layers. How about that? We're learning new things as time goes on. I love that. Well done, Rose. Thank you so much for the time. I always say this, but I know you don't do a lot of these, so anytime you come on, it means a lot. I appreciate it very much. I'm happy you got a fight sooner rather than later. Good luck to you on May 7th. Can't wait to see if you are able to right that wrong of 7.5 years ago. And, I'm happy for Carla as well. I'm happy that she got this shot. She deserved it, and they were messing around there for a second. So it's the rightful title fight to make. So thank you so much. Good luck to you. Appreciate your time as always, and thank you to Pat as well.
Thank you so much.
All right, talk to you soon. There she is, Thug Rose, the pianist. How great is that?